welcome back, y'all. It's Daunting HODLs. It is Friday, and so for a lot of y'all, if you're working, it's payday, and I hope that you're taking that monetary energy that's captured your work energy, and it's done a terrible job capturing your work energy, because the longer you hold it in, that monetary energy is dissipating, is going to be worth less. So if you're looking, or if you haven't already, you may want to consider exchanging that monetary energy in the form of a hard, scarce, desirable asset such as Bitcoin, where it's only a finite supply. It's backed by a lot of energy to advance and keep its security as a secure decentralized network. And it is absolute scarcity, which is only 21 million that's in existence. As we're seeing the number of these assets, Bitcoins, dwindle on the open market on exchanges, and we're seeing the demand really kick in. So if you're looking to acquire this asset, make sure you do it responsibly. Do it through a peer-to-peer decentralized service or exchange such as HODL. HODL.com. All you need is a email address and username, and you're able to trade with people who are looking to trade Bitcoin for whatever you may have. So it lists all the things that they're ready to trade with you to get your Bitcoin with non-KYC. Once you get that Bitcoin, you want to store it in a cold storage wallet. Understandably so, because cold storage is the best way, in my opinion, for self-custody, and the cold card wallet is one of the best ones out there to do it, being open sourced and also being Bitcoin only. Link down in the description to CoinKite.com. That's a store where you find the cold card wallet. Let's get it. All right, y'all, I'm excited, I'm happy, man, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you're focused on acquiring a hard asset, and it may be whatever crypto that you interpret to be a hard asset. I'm not here to steer you away from what you believe is a hard asset or not. That's on your independent research and on your critical thinking to realize what makes something scarce and desirable, which in turn reflects its value, or what you foresee its value to be in context of the world and the environment that we're in. If you've been under a rock, you probably don't know that the context of what we're living in is under a long-term inflationary environment, a long-term environment of debasement, and even certain things that are able to be produced on demand will be debased. And so if you're looking for something finite and scarce, whatever crypto you believe will get the job done. If your crypto can be produced on demand, or if it has almost an infinite amount in existence, and not something that's immutable when it comes to that monetary policy, then you may want to reconsider. So what I'm excited about is the fact that, being able to find ways to take advantage of the opportunity that we're in now, which is a incoming tsunami of capital and demand, and a expansion of the market for Bitcoin, essentially. We've seen a lot of things happening in the market that a lot of people are not actually paying attention to. And one of which is not only the institutions are coming in, but we're seeing hash rate, which is the amount of energy that miners collectively have contributed to the Bitcoin network to validate its transactions, and thus is securing it, because it is going to require the next miner to input that much more energy to join and validate. And also it would be difficult for any type of nefarious miner or a bad actor to try to go against the protocol and do something else. So it's almost, well, I say virtually, it's impossible at this point. And so we notice hash rate, the security is up at all-time highs. We notice that Bitcoin being removed off exchanges has reached all-time highs, and we're about to see an all-time high amount of fiat demand come to this asset. And while the world isn't really paying attention to this, but the world is still paying attention to businesses, starting a business, worrying about getting a brand new truck, worrying about trying to get into a nicer apartment, and all of these things that are absolutely moot moot that they are going to miss out on their opportunity to acquire this asset while it is 70%, maybe a little under 70%, 60-something% off of its highs. And I just think that's tragic. Now, if you're somebody who understands that, hey, you know what, right now I gotta get as much of this asset as possible, you are in rarefied air because you get it. And I say this to all the ones who are already doing this, is whenever you think about your future, when you're looking to acquire this, obviously you already are if you are acquiring it, but what gets me motivated to continue to doing it, even in these times after being in probably a few cycles already, is to think about even how I'm even working. I'm just leaving work, and I'll probably go into another work later on a Friday, because you have to think about, you want to be as far away as possible from a life of high time preference, a life of being told what to do and when to do it and how to do it, a life of being under the oversight of anyone else, especially if you're a man. All right, especially if you're a man and you're a man that's looking to start a family, man that's looking to carve your own way, create a kingdom. Bitcoin is a way to reprice all of that work, all of that energy that you've done in the past. And I believe this is one of the few times in human history that, and one of the last times, I believe, because I do believe this will be the bull run of bull runs. I believe this will be the final bull run that will nail in, that will shut out retail, that will nail Bitcoin into a liquidity that's probably 10 times what it is now, at least. And therefore, this will close out, I believe, any significant opportunity for people to acquire wealth. I'm talking about from not having wealth to having wealth completely. And so, since I believe that, that's why my action gears towards that. And we're talking about me working, not trying to start a brand new business that probably could do well, but has a great chance of taking time to do that. When time should be used as a asset to help you, not to work against you. So this is where you think about, okay, you acquire fiat by as quick as possible to take advantage of this. And I've been to smash by like crazy, to be in a position to collect 2 to 3 incomes, to smash by, specifically to smash by like crazy, makes all the difference. I've noticed the difference. So I'm just only sharing with you a little bit about me, peeking a little bit into what I do, to hopefully let those who are already doing this, or thinking about doing that, doing the extra mile, cutting out being social as far as doing social activities, because your time is not there, because you're doing what it takes to get to your goal of acquiring this asset. I take my hat out to you, and I'll let you know that you're not the only one out there. Okay? So anyways, this is a little different, but I just wanted to share with you guys, whatever it is that you're looking to acquire, that you believe in, do what you got to do to do it, because nothing's promised. There may not be no next cycle for you, for retail. So just putting it out there. I'm gonna keep this under 10. Hope y'all are doing well. Till next time.